Yeah. How are you all doing today? Hmm? Trust everybody is good. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about a very, very integral and important topic, which is emotional intelligence as it relates to mental health. Or you could say the role of emotional intelligence in mental health. Okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to say something? Oftentimes, we. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Oftentimes, we get confused with the term emotional intelligence and intelligent quotient. Does anyone care to explain or chip in what they understand by that? There are two different things, I tell you: emotional intelligence and intelligent quotient. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So emotional intelligence, yeah, very good. Well said. Thank you. Emotional intelligence is typically the ability to, know the emotions you have and then when and how to apply it, like the wisdom in applying the emotions we have. While the intelligent quotient is like sort of measurement of someone's intelligent gap relating to academics or general intelligence or knowledge. Okay, but now we're going to be talking about how this emotional intelligence relates to mental health. Yeah, oftentimes the two are confused, but we need to understand that they are not the same. Some theorists or researchers said that emotional intelligence people with high emotional intelligence could struggle with some mental health issues like stress, because the brain is always working. The brain is there, always chop, chop, chop. They're always on the go, the brain is always busy. And sometimes they could suffer mental breakdown. They could also suffer stress or fatigue. While some other theorists are of the view that people with high emotional intelligence, they do well with applying applying it to human relations. Hence, their mental health is really intact because they really know how to relate with people and everybody around them, right? So today I wouldn't take much of your time. We're just gonna talk about how you could manage your mental health with the right emotions or being emotionally aware. For example, being emotionally intelligent is gonna help you manage your thought system, your relation with people, and overall healthy mental state. Say, for instance, in terms of human relation now, you're trying to relate with somebody, but you are noticing the person is not in the right frame of mind. Okay? Say I'm trying to relate with you or talk out something, or maybe an impending issue, or a challenge or a concern I have, and then looking at your countenance, I'm seeing that you're not really in that mood right now. Emotional intelligence is gonna tell me or make me understand that even though I have something I want to relay to you, or I want to let you know, this is not the right time for me to do that. And what will happen? I would seek for other avenues, or wait for you to be in the right frame of mind before I could come to you with that maybe topic or discussion or whatever concern. But not being emotionally intelligent is gonna make me just throw it, Obviously, I want you to hear me out. I want you to um, know what I'm feeling, right? Like, I can't hide my feelings for anyone, typically. And oftentimes that would culminate into something not really good, because relationships will be mad, and then obviously it's going to lead to most times conflict. So trying to understand the mood people are in is not something that comes out of the ordinary. It comes with practice, and it comes with you being emotionally intelligent, knowing when to meet people, or even applying it to your own personal life. Say, for example, situations happen, things change, issues come up. But then again, the way you relate to it, you handle it with such demure. Yeah, of course. I love that word, demure. You handle it with such coordination, so much so that another person might not be able to handle that. That comes with being able to know your emotions and know when to apply it, know when to control it, being in total charge of your emotions. Okay. Hence, maybe when the way A will react wouldn't be the way B will react in certain situations. Some other people, you see them, they will handle some issues with high level of maturity, high level of understanding, empathy, and all whatnot. Whereas the next person is like, you know, maybe aggravating the issue the more. So all these things are stemming from emotional intelligence. Okay. So for me, I believe that the role of emotional intelligence relating to mental health cannot be overemphasized. You really need to learn a lot about how you talk, the way you talk, behave, act the way you act. Also, how the other person does, like how in charge of your emotions are you? Because I tell you, we all are emotional beings. I always say that, right? We are all emotional beings. A lot of actions we take today are solely based on our emotions. Most times you don't even have time to to think about the facts. I, for one, am so emotional that I go a lot with my guts, my instincts. Like, if it's not feeling right, if I'm not feeling it, then I'm not doing it. And I believe a lot of people are also that way, right? So imagine the role it's gonna play on your overall mental health, right? In the sense that what you allow stays. If, for example, there's this thought coming in and you know that maybe it's gonna lead to something not good, you being emotionally mature or intelligent or smart makes you brush it off. You know that there are certain conversations that you have foresighted, and you know where it's gonna lead. Obviously, you don't want that. What happens? You know and look for ways that is bringing in the boundaries and everything. So obviously, emotional intelligence is it's really, really needed if we want to achieve a good, healthy mental lifestyle. Okay. Though it's not a one size fit all, I'll always say it's not always easy, right? Like I said before, a lot of things are guided by emotions. Even the marketing, you see the marketing industry, you see sales, all those are based on emotions. For example, your friend has a car, a latest model, and you have an older model, and all of a sudden all your mind wants, all your heart desires is that newer model. And before you know what's happening, you start gravitating towards ways and means to getting that newer model. So what do you think propels you to do that? It's totally based off of emotion, because that feeling of not being enough, not being contented, or not being satisfied with what you have. That is a feeling, that's an emotion. Where is it coming from? All of a sudden, the old model car you have is no longer serving you. Why do you think that is? Yeah, because your emotion is coming into play, and you feel that acquiring that new car obviously is going to do what? It's going to give you that fulfillment and that satisfaction you need. And before you know it, you start putting in more hours, you start working hard, and guess what? You're on your way to purchase the new car. Why? Because of the feeling you are going to achieve, or you're going to get, or you're going to acquire, the satisfaction you're going to be getting from that new car, which is all based off of feelings, or emotions. So you see, most of the actions we take today. Another example is, I can bring a matter to you to like judge or to look into it. You give me your answers based off of emotions. I can come in here and tell you, this person did this to me, this person did that, this person did this. The first thing is the surge of emotions. Is it that you're going to be so empathetic towards me, and then so maybe not really anger, so disappointed or frustrated at the other person's attitude. So you see, most things we do are based off of emotion. So I just want you to reflect on how emotional intelligence plays a great role. You get what I mean? The role it plays. Imagine if you're emotionally intelligent, and over the time you've mastered the art of putting your emotions in check and not letting your emotions all over the place. Can you reflect and think how far it can go in maintaining mental health? That way you own your thoughts, you're in control of your actions, you make sure you are not letting your emotions all over the place. Okay, it makes for good human relationship. It helps you make sane and positive and right decisions. Okay, our emotions can also be all over the place in the wrong kind of way. Sometimes we can act negatively out of these emotions, right? So I'm just gonna let us reflect a little bit on what you think it's the role of emotional intelligence in maintaining mental health. And then after that, we're gonna be looking into various ways. We're gonna be looking into various ways we could positively use emotional intelligence for effective mental health. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna hand out these papers, and hopefully you get to take a look and reflect and then return it. Okay, nothing serious, just tell me what you feel. Tell me what you feel. What is your view on emotional intelligence, and how do you think? Are you of the view that it doesn't help your mental health at all if you rely totally on your emotional intelligence, or are you of the view that it actually helps, because being in control of your emotional intelligence is going to help your overall mental health and give you control over how you feel and react and relate with others? So I would want you to just reflect on it and tell me what you feel. Okay, I'll just hand this over, and after that we're definitely gonna discuss the whole thing. Okay, all right. Yeah.